7 years ago, the Warframe community, but actually it was the design council, just saying, worked together to create Nova. And it was such a successful endeavor that now, 7 years later, DE decided to repeat the process and make a second community-created Warframe a reality. And well, since, I guess, I like DE, I decided to do my part by making others do their part by making great concept art for the new Warframe. So sit back and take notes, digital extremes, while I present the bountiful harvest of art from the fertile fields of better community pending. Trademark. I think I talked about it somewhere for an hour or so before, but in short, art stopped being about artistic proficiency a long time ago. Art moved from the canvas to the mind of the audience. You, or a mouth-thick con artist, have to fill in the blanks left by the art pieces lacking visual quality. Contemporary art is not about details or skill, it's about ideas, it's bold and brave and interpretative. Leonardo da Vinci allegedly said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication," and so is this piece. It's plain and simple and a plane. I could probably just leave it at this and end the video, because this Warframe concept is way better than anything the design council will ultimately choose, but we have so much more from our skilled resident contemporary artists. It looks like we also have a lot of intellectually complex concept art. I can't be sure because most of the submissions didn't come with a description, as is appropriate for modern concept art, but to me, this appears to be a zombie dog clown themed Warframe. A very unusual and unique mix for sure, even if we already have a clown Warframe. The description on this one said, "Introducing Keith. Don't worry about him being a little weird, his mother was Hungarian." I think this wasn't meant for the contest, but I stole it anyways just to be safe. Maybe it's an operator cosmetic, or maybe it's the civilian population after being liberated by the Tenno boasting area of effective weaponry now that self-damage has been removed. Maybe it's Necros 2. Speaking of Necros 2, look at this bad boy, Frost 2. He has a longer horn, larger muscles, but less pecs to make it balanced, of course, and also spurs to give it a unique flavor. And if you think this one is cool, just wait, because there's also Oberon 2, which is apparently mostly based on Wisp? I don't know. I don't see that. This is one of the less modern art pieces, so it's outside of my area of expertise, but the basic Wisp design elements seem to be absent. More fine art. This here seems to be a shapeshifter Warframe that can turn into inanimate objects to confuse and ambush its enemies. Very neat concept. I think I like this theme better than something like Glass Frame, or Fast Frame, or Plastic Surgery Frame. But okay, I know a lot of Warframe players are a bit of concrete thinkers, and so perhaps you would appreciate less modern art, more soulless designs. Behold, the Umbra Formorian. Doesn't need Forma, ink, but probably takes like 50 Forma to build. Same abilities as Excalibur, only Radiant Blind is a fart. Also has its own companion, which is very nice. Don't tell Rahetalius though, he might have an aneurysm. This one is very topical. Vaccinator. Karen's worst nightmare. I think it has a stack of tires in place of its head. Maybe that makes him go faster. Cool. But I don't think this is going to satisfy the Warframe community. In a game where the developer goes out of its way to make a high-quality ass mesh, I don't think this level of thick is sufficient. But don't worry, I shall fix this. I wouldn't include this in the video, but the thing, is holding a quarter of the Autism Awareness logo, and that's a target audience I'm trying to get into, as you could probably tell by my uploads, so I'm just gonna leave it here. 5 seconds to figure out what this concept is a concept for. Bridge frame. Congratulations if you got it. Do 10 push-ups if you didn't. This is a healthy gaming video. Here is a bit more serious submission and it comes with a lot of text. But whereas bridge frame was a show of brilliance, this is just a missed opportunity. This is not a wireframe. This is wireframe. Well, but I can't fix everything. If I did, I could just make this entire video of my own creations and then that would be too intellectually overwhelming. Maybe challenging is a better word. But still, pretty nice idea. We need more Warframes to make Vault completely redundant. This art is more defined than what I would like, but it still speaks to me. When I look at Joe again, I feel like I am looking at the face of World War III. A mixture of new technologies and signature weaponry, while the horrors of war remain unchanged throughout the ages. I must also say I am a big fan of the exalted AK-47. While we are at weapons, look at this little fella. He is a gun that shoots ammunition at his friends to resupply them. As in, he shoots literal ammunition packs. And has a very fashionable hat and shoes. This one is just awesome overall. I don't know how this one got here. I think it was sent by a mistake. It's just not on the same level, right? If you look at this piece, it's plain, sure, but you can let your own mind wander and fill in the blanks yourself. It's a very efficient, very personal and imaginative way of creating art. This, on the other hand, there is no space for interpretation. It's too full of art, it's greedy in a way. It wants all the art to be in the art piece and not in yourself. Maybe take 5% of this and call it art, like there. Now this is intriguing. But okay, seriously, this is good too. In its own way, I guess. Cactus, I feel, looking at the skill set, could be a great Warframe for people who join missions and then go AFK in order to leech. This way, they could be actually sort of useful. Just put this in a doorway and you're set. Could be very innovative, if detrimental to Warframe gameplay. Similarly imaginative, we have Yarn Frame. E is a ball of yarn. While I like the idea in theory, I wouldn't like this being added because, you know, we don't need to arm space cats with any more weapons of mass destruction. The beach balls were enough. The next one is a J.J. Abrams reference, so we won't spend too much on it because it's banned here. Thank you, J.J. Yeah, this video is falling apart. Honestly, there were many other great submissions like Console Player Warframe, Snack Warframe, or Hacky Puck Warframe, but to be fair, all of this pales in comparison to the real future winner of the Warframe design contest. A Warframe created by 7 whole people. Maybe Z people. I don't know. It's hard to read. It doesn't matter. I am pleased to present the new Warframe Warframe. Please, welcome, Bob! And if anyone survived being exposed to perfection, here is an HD version.